It's good evening, all of you. Today I'm starting the grooming session. Grooming session contains three of the questions. You can observe in pinned message box and just click it and just read that once in a while, like beginning the session, and you can after reading that you can able to understand the questions, how you can answer one by one. I will call your names to list. Okay. First participant in the session, Izaj. Are you available in the Are you available in the VC?
Hello. Um, I'm audible?
Yes, you are audible, Izaj. Good
Yeah.
evening.
So first of all, good afternoon, everyone. I hope
Yes,
you are doing well. So our first question is, if you get the opportunity to become a chief minister for one day, which one important file would you sign first and why? If I get chance to become a chief minister of one day and have to sign one important file, so I would sign the file is pending. In our state, there are so many file is still pending. The file has not cleared yet. So I would like to sign first those files because in which I found even the former f- former Chief Justice of India who mentioned that in India there are thousands of file, like we can say like criminal file, and there is many kind of file are still pending. So I would like to sign first them. Why? Because when we talk about the file, there are so many file and so many innocent people who is facing problem due to those file, and they are still in jail. They didn't commit any mistake yet. They are in the jail due to the some reason, because the person who has money, they sent them into the jail. So that's why I want to sign the uh, file, like criminal files. I would like to sign first because it is very important who is innocent, they can live peacefully and independently, because a person who lives in jail without committing any mistakes, so it is very unfortunate for them. So that's why I would like to sign those file, uh, because for the those innocent people. And now moving ahead to the next question, would you like to be an advisor to children or let them learn and understand themselves? Which is better and why? So I would I would like to be an advisor, because an advisor is very essential for every parents, because if we let them free whatever you want to do and whatever you just do, so definitely they will take any wrong steps. So if I would not be an advisor, definitely it would be harmful for our children. So that's why I want to be an advisor to our children, and I will advise them, so what should you do and what is better for you. So I want to be an advisor for the children. Now I'm moving ahead to the last question. Whom do you like most, comedians, politicians, or philosophers? Why do you like them and how have they influenced your lives? So definitely, without any thought, I would choose politician. I want to be a politician because politician has everything. If I have money and powers, I can change everything. Whatever I want to do, because for making better our society, a state, or our country. So definitely, first of all, I have to be a good politician. And if we have not good politician, so whatever you try to do, our effort will goes into drain. So definitely, we have to find a good politician. So that's why I want to be a politician, because there are so many things which is against the uh, our better future. So I would like to prevent them if I am a politician. So that's why I would like to be a politician. And and who is if I have to choose someone, like would he become a comedian, politician, and philosopher, so I would definitely choose them as a politician. Yes, it is all from my side. I'm done.
It is Raj. I listen your whole speech. Is I think it is all good, and the way you brought up to one point, one hook. I can say that your motive to change something like CM, if you become like penning files, is very good, because penning files, which everyone is making them as a pending, means it is very valuable files. You want to clear up the pending files is very good option.
Hello,
And
guys.
you know,
Sorry.
yes, yes,
What's going on?
it is grooming session now happening. Please mute your mic if you want to participate. Go to
Sorry,
website.
sorry. Yeah, continue.
Yes, and you mentioned about you want to become advisor, a great thing. And I can say you mentioned about the strong point why you want to become politician. You want to change your surroundings, whatever you see in hurdles from the people, you want to change all those things. Very good thing. You have great motive to change everything to become politician. Thank you. And I can say your grammar is good. uh, your way of tone is very good. Thank you for participating.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you.
Thank you. Next participant, Phoenix. Are you able? No. Phoenix, are you available here?
Yes, good afternoon, Akash. How are you?
I'm good. What about you?
Yeah, I am good. Everything is hunky dory. Yeah. So
Yes.
should I start?
Yes. Stage is yours. Please proceed with the questions.
Okay. So thank you so much, Akash, for creating this beautiful question. So let me start with the very first question, that if you got the opportunity to become a chief minister for one day, which one important file would you sign first and why? Hmm. So if destiny were to grant me the august privilege of ex- what can I say? If if I got the chance to be the chief minister, if destiny were to grant me the august privilege of one day in the exalted office of chief minister, then I would must sign a policy regarding aimed at educational equity, because I believe there are many talented people who are literally brimming with talent, but they are not getting the chance. They are thwarted by the accident of their birth, geography, poverty, and many other hurdles, or you can say systematic neglect. So, education should be the most transformative investment by any society. It is, it can change the world. Education is not only about the transformation of information, it is about the illumination of opportunity. And I believe that if we as a society we are able to create some young talent and educate them properly, they are not only be the employable citizens, they will be the enlightened nation builders. So it can be the most important thing that I could do as a chief minister. And in the second question, would you like to be an advisor of your chief of to your children, or let them learn and understand by themselves which is better and why? If uh, as a mentor, as a parental figure, I would must be a advisor, not a detector, not a dictator. Okay, because I believe that uh, children are not puppet, and I'm not the puppeteer. Children are not like clay figurines to be sculpted. Again, I'm repeating: children are not clay figurines to be sculpted. They are saplings. They are very tender, very uh, what can I say? Very delicate saplings. They will grow towards sun in their own way. We should just nurture them. We should, as a parent, I must uh, offer some wisdom without bothering them, without imposing it to them. And I would just warn the pitfalls, the hidden danger of the life, without depriving them of the confidence that comes from their own self discovery. So I would must offer advice, but um, not impose them, uh, not bother them with it. Okay. So in the third question, that would you like to the most comedians, politicians, or philosophers? Mm, to be very honest, this question is very mind-boggling question. It a very depth question it is. I admit that politicians is are the one who makes our democracy alive, and the comedians who who what can I say, who intact the sanity of our mind, who just save the save the inner child in ourselves. But if you see, if you go deeper, then you will realize it is a philosopher who nourishes the intellect, who creates the real change. They teach us how to question the unquestionable, how to see invisible, and how to challenge the orthodoxity of of the society. And philosophers has created many changes in the society. Whatever we are, if you go uh, deeper, then you will realize that or philosophy has philosophy was the root cause of the birth of comedy and politician. Because if what is comedy? You cannot laugh when your mind is stressed, too much stressed. You are continuously, you're perpetually thinking about your past or future. Then you cannot laugh too much. You should be a little philosophical. Then only you can laugh. And the same thing, democracy. If you uh, go in the history, then you will realize that democracy or the polity has also created by the philosopher. um chanakya Chanakya has written a book uh, on arthashastra, then on the politics. Okay, I'm not able to recall properly, so let me summarize it. I am telling that the philosophy has created polity, so I would must choose philosophy, philosopher. Thank you so much, Akash, for creating this beautiful question.
Is thank you, Phoenix, for participating. I want to mention your speech. Your speech is very well format. You already shaped into your speech, and I can say you mention about so many things. You describe it, and you feel the pain. Whenever you are saying something, you also feel the pain. It's a good quality while you are delivering a speech. And I can say the last question for that, you normally you mention who their value, no, these kind of politicians, comedians, and even philosophers, they are all value to the society. They give, they much contribution to the society. They done much contribution to the society, and you never decrease any person in any way, and you justify it, and you had a connected to the to um, philosophy to political things, um, about the Chanukya. You mentioned the person, and who is a great philosopher with political mindset, who ruled the entire India with his own hands, we can call it. Thank you, Phoenix. You have a well structured grammar, I can say, and the way you have involve your feelings, and you also have your own questions. While you are answering something, you are questioning yourself, and you are making the question to everyone to understand, make understand. Thank you, Phoenix. You have a great speaking skills. With your speaking skills, you can engage with a greater audience in greater level. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akash.
Thank you. Rakesh, are you available here? Please open your mic and confirm.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, good evening.
Hi, Akash. I'm Rakesh from Hyderabad, and very good evening.
Yes, good evening. You can
Yeah,
observe the questions. Please
yeah,
try to answer all of them.
yeah.
Go
Let's
ahead.
go with the first question. If I become a chief minister like one day, then what should I do? Like, as a law student, like when I attended with any like many social reform programs, then I started raising many questions. There, there was a lots problems. Then I felt, let me like bring one bill, or you can thought, or anything like an act like empowering citizens, like where the problem is there exactly in India means the citizens having a big problem. Citizens, they forgot their responsibility, what they want to do, and they acting like in a subjects. They don't know anything, they can't raising their voice, they forgot their rights, they forgot their responsibility. So let's bring a bill or an act, empowering the citizens. That includes a lot, like, that includes their rights, that includes their authority, that includes their knowledge, skills development, and participation, and everything that will we need to include there. And then, they should know their responsibility, what they want to do for this country, and what their rights, where we need to raise their question. Like, this includes, let I felt many times, why don't we include in a constitution in the school days only? Once we included in the constitution as a subject in the school days, like if the people will learn, like students will, they know like entire their responsibility, or where we need to raise our question, what rights we have. The many people in school days, like even college, those are pursue like in higher education, they don't know like what information we need to get, where we need to raise our question, like who's in a politic leaders, what they want to do for me, like what we are doing. They forgot everything because they don't know reality. If they read constitution, then they can know everything. So I felt like this empowering the citizens, that is a major step of root cause. Let's introduce the constitution as a subject in the school days. Once they will learn, they will know their rights, they will know their responsibilities, then they act like a student, then they act like their student, and then they act like citizens. Once they act like citizens, then our country will grow, like as much you want, like fast, as much like there is no like unnecessary fears about the government, unnecessary problems they never create. Then the people should empower themselves, they can do what they want, they know the very well. It's like there it's in a proper democracy, not like what other entire the world is thinking about the Indian democracy. So I felt that's a perfect way to bring empowering citizens bill. then it will includes a lot. That's a major thing. It will includes a lot that will change the entire the system of in India. And next thing, and then the next question, like advisor of your children's, or let them into learn to understand themselves. Yeah, let them to learn understand themselves, because the society will teach you everything. Like if you sit one person and you are like peeling and what we call banana and eating someone, like giving your friends, like giving your child, then he will eat, but they don't know what exactly the problem is there, how banana will come very deeperly, how the farmers they do the work and how they will get banana from their hand. They don't know anything. Let them go, let them leave it what they want to do. If the society will take care of them, society will take in the right path, let's go. The society will do whatever they want. Like many people, I don't know, like in the nowadays in the education system and their mentality also, like I observed that so many people in Hyderabad so many ways, like they're forcefully the people started saying, "Arey, you should do this, or you should study in the like in a proper school, you should go to school, then you should do like then the latter college." There was one system is there now, we know the very well. Like in the first when you born off, then you should go Anganwadi, then the latter you should go school, then the latter you should go college, then the latter what should do, you should prepare for any competition exams, like you should do job, and then later you get married, and then your life gonna end. You should serve entire life for your family. So what makes sense, this is a very stupidity the system is there in the society. So let's forget them this all the system to taught them like persons, let do whatever what they want. The society will taught you. If they go in the right path, the society will take care. I thought myself, I realize I explained myself many times, like if society will do against something for me wrong, so let them take away, then I will do against from the society. If society will take care of me, then it will gonna help the society only. So let's leave them. No need to take care of them. No need to tell them you should do this, you should do that. They will fall down, then they will again stand, then I will, then again they will go and do whatever they want. So I don't think to you should do tell them you should give any advice. No one wants to nowadays to give an advice. No one wants to take any advice. You don't need to give any advice for anyone. They know what they want. Then whom do you like in a most, comedian or like in a politician or philosopher? Like if you think very deeper mind, who gonna to change this society means it's a philosopher. I felt like many times, philosopher they play games of mind games. They know how to play within a minds. Like politician, I don't think that much they will play within a mind games, but philosopher they know how to play within a mind games. Like how to we can raise the question. They know. Like if you have any confusion about the society in a broader mind, then they will clarify you. And this is a problem where the system wasn't wrong. If you think like in history, the philosophers only they started saying, they started telling everything, like where the confusions is there, like where the problems are, then how like citizens what they need to do, and everything they rise then a real question. They only given a proper clarification. But as a politician or some other person, they can't know like very deeper mindset to play the mind games. Like as a philosopher, they know how to the rational the way of thinking. I hope you like everyone know of rational thinking. They know the very well of rational thinking. The philosopher can like it will help to society to evolve, not be like in a force. Like they will develop the society within a proper thought way of manner, without like in a blindly. The politician, this all the things, they will run society within a blindly. But philosopher, they will run the society within a proper thought way, and they will raise some questions. They will give a proper solution for that with very clear, proper, rational thinking way that you should accept further. So I hope this is me. Akash, are you there?
No, yes, I listen your whole speech. I appreciate for your content really, and your tone of voice. You never drop your tone of voice from the beginning to end. You have such a clarity what to explain, and the greater way you explain whole things with examples. And you, I can say the first speech you brought constitution, and you said about what our children lack in, and after implementing they can get to know, they feel themselves they are citizens of India, and they know what are their rights and what the wrong thing they won't do for the society. Like that you carry forward everything you bring one point, hook point, and you hook that speech to that. And even you mention about um, like farmers, and in unknowingly you brought that farmers word. I about the banana. The people don't know where it come from, but they never question it. And even they're doing every task someone suggested them with the time frame they want to do. Because of that reason we are doing the task. We never question why we are studying, what can of an enhancement we will bring after studying. Such a clarity, you are bringing one hook, and you're pointing all your points to that hook, and you're questioning the society. And like a philosopher, I watch yourself, you as a philosopher in this speech, and you are rational minded. Thank you for participating, and your grammar is well, I can say. Thank you for participating. Okay, I'm audible, Rakesh.
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Okay, okay. Okay, thank you for being a part in the
Okay,
session. I will move with the next.
okay.
Darshini
Yes.
is good evening. Darshini, how are you?
Yeah, good evening. I'm doing good. Thanks for your asking. And what about you?
I'm also doing great. Thanks for asking me. Please proceed with the questions. Try to answer all of them.
Okay. Okay. First question. If you got the opportunity to become a chief minister for one day, which one important file would you sign first and why? Yeah, if I got your opportunity, chief minister, I would like to file a sign for that education system and then employment. So why I'm choose for file the education system and employment? Because this only help to for the country development, country or society. So I have to first check the education system. What the education like how to I build the education system, and there is a need to change in education system, so I have to first file the first I have to sign for that one. And employment as well, some of the people like for the get the employment, so I have to do the thing as well. So if the country want to develop or uplifted, first we have to see our education system and employment, and then I have to move on the second question. Would you like to be an advisor to your children, or let them learn and understand why them by themselves, which better and why? I would like to advise them, because the good guidance they need. Without the guidance, how can the children become their self in good version? Like if I'm letting them, you have to go, you have to learn what are the things. So if the children's how can I know the children is learning in a good way? So whether it's learning good way or bad way, so if I give the advice to them, then they can take my advice in a good way and they can learn from that. So the good guy, I believe that the good guidance, the good advice need for the children. So I would like to choose the advise them. And the third question: who do whom do you like the most? Comedians, politicians, or philosophers? Yeah, I like philosopher, because philosopher, as he said, they are mind changer. Yeah, it's true, they change our minds, and their words, their philosophy, it's a help to for our life. Sometimes when you felt like bad, and that time you can hear any philosophy, their words. It help to for come out from the situations and move forward. And another one thing, comedians also, I like it sometimes because they make us happy. The happiness, it's very important in our life. Yes, I have done with my answer. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Darshini, for participating. And I like your confidence while you are speaking. I can say that more you please join more this kind of sessions. You can improve your flow, and I can say that you're good at your speech and you have the real content what you want to explain. And you mentioned about the philosophy, and you told to me, philosophy is the best thing from other thing, and you appreciate the comedians. And I can say that your speech is wholly it is good, and try to participate in these kind of sessions, you can improve more. According to your grammar, I can say you can connect with more flow. You can try to improve your grammar.
Okay.
And one thing I want to say about philosophers, in philosophy most people believe that philosophy needed for weak, not incompetence, because when something won't work for certain period of time, we need philosophy. Because why it won't work means we can able to understand, okay, it is a normal situation, okay, maybe this kind of situation happen to every person, like that we recall the fact immediately. And it is a weak competence. Weak people need philosophy more, and even strong we can become with philosophy. Because of that weakness we can convert into strongness after receiving the philosophy into our mind. Thank you, Darshini.
Thank you.
Darsha, sorry, Darshan, are you available here?
Yes, yes, I'm here. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Darshan. How
Okay,
are you?
so should I start?
Yes, please proceed. Questions are waiting in the chat for you. Please proceed with that.
Okay, thank you. So the first question is, if you got the opportunity to become a chief minister for one day, so which one important file would you sign first? So if I got the opportunity to become a chief minister for one day, then my first signature would go for the making political education compulsory for each and every person who is supposed to entering into a political field, because I believe that though you are a very popular person among the country, but popularity, your famous, is not enough to make a person leader in our country. You need to have some qualifications, like you should have the knowledge of how our constitution works. You should have the knowledge of what would be the responsibility after being a leader. So, you know, so such knowledge should be possessed each and every person who wants to become a leader. So, so that's what I would try to, bring in our country if I become a chief minister. Well, like, yes, I believe that somehow education doesn't guarantee that people will become honest. I don't think so. But still I'm saying, after getting some training or some courses before becoming any kind of leader, whether it is MLA or MLC. You need to go through one particular course or training that then you would be able to do the work exactly that you're supposed to do by a leader. So this is what I would do. And the second question, would you like to be a advisor to your children or let them learn and understand by themselves? So I would say that yes, I want to be advisor, but I believe that it should be a balanced approach, because mm, if a child, a parent or the advisor will not take care his children, then there is a chance that their child can be involved in bad activities. So in the initial days or in the initial years, parents should act as an advisor, because that time children need direction. They need they need to be taught what is right and what is wrong, how to behave, how to make a basic decision. So this initial guidance helps to build their values. It shapes their thinking and prepares them as well to face the world. But as they grow older, parents should also understand, and they should take back their steps. And this the child should be allowed to explore by themselves only. And if a parents will always keep advising constantly, continuously, then it can affect their ability to think, and it can affect their decision making ability. So it should be a balanced approach. This is what I want to say. And the third question about whom do you like most, comedian, politician, or philosopher? Well, I like most the combination of comedian and philosopher, because I believe that philosopher is somewhere, sometimes it's very hard to understand those things. But if those things deliver by with deliver with some humor, some with comedy, then it's easy to grab all those things, and such thing cracks in our mind very easily, and it becomes easy to understand. And we understand the what's the importance of philosophy. So I would like to the most comedian with combination of comedian and philosophy. Okay, thank you. This is what.
Yes, Darshan, you delivered your speech well, and I can say that you have clarity what you want to say about. You mentioned no qualification must and should for politicians, and I observe this in Western countries. They give ministry, especially ministry, whoever expert in that field, then only they will give this kind of ministry. But in India, it is not happening well enough. Because of that reason, the minister don't know about so many things what happening in his own, I can say, in his own ministry. Because of that reason, he don't know how to control and how to take part in his. And I can say that you should improve your grammar. I cannot point out your grammar. I'm not in the position of pointing out, but you made some mistakes in grammar. You can you can be careful while you're speaking with your grammar. Okay, you can try to learn more grammar. You can you can maintain your flow in a peaceful calm pace. Okay, and I can mention that you mentioned about the children. First you should grab them, because in childhood they cannot learn by their own self. No, we should train them. After that we should give chance to them to learn some, by themselves. And you mentioned no, those are all things. You are well enough. You are taking the points and you are delivering the speech well. That's all I want to give you as a feedback.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me a chance again. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for participating. Subham, are you there?
Yes, I'm present here.
Yes. Good evening,
Good
Subham.
afternoon.
Yes. Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon.
Someone are calling good evening. That's why I'm mentioning good evening. I think
Yeah,
after 4 we can call. No, comfortably. Good evening. Okay. Okay. How are you?
yeah, I'm doing great. What about you?
I'm also doing great. Same like you. Um,
Thank you.
Please proceed with the questions. Try to answer all of them.
Uh, okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. This is Shubham. So, I can see there are three questions. Question number one: if you got the opportunity to become a chief minister for one day, which one important file would you sign first, and why? First of all, I know the quality of education system in my state. This is not quite good as I expected because students are only being taught theoretical knowledge, not proper practical knowledge. Due to this reason, when we complete our graduation or when we complete our study, we still don't get proper jobs. And so many educated students are unemployed nowadays. And once you complete your study and you don't get jobs, that is mentally is not good. Students are suffering mentally and physically, and students are also taking wrong decisions. I think the suicide rate is increasing, and this suicide rate is very visible among students as well. So I need to improve education system where students will be taught different things like practical knowledge and other curriculum activities, where I will also include communication skill, which is very important in the modern era, so that they don't face any more problems in the future. They will be well trained. Second step that I will take, that is, I will stop all the freebies system. We all know what is freebies. Freebies is such kind of scheme where people are being given money or subsidy free of cost. And I think this is weakening our economy, and in the long run the future generation will suffer a lot for this freebie scheme. Instead of providing freebies, I will provide employment. I'll provide skill to each and every one, especially the villagers, village women, so that they can enhance their skill and earn money by their own hard work. That will definitely make a better society, and a better society will help to make a better country, and that will be a very good for the country's overall performance. Question number two: would you like to be an advisor to your children or let them learn and understand by themselves? Which is better and why? First of all, children, they're immature. They don't know many things. So how they learn? They learn from the seniors. They learn from the parents. So of course, in the initial stages, I will be an advisor. I will tell them to do this and I will tell them not to do this. And that's how they'll become a good person. They will learn many things which can help them to improve their lifestyle. And eventually I will also let them learn and understand by themselves. If I don't let them learn by themselves, they will never become confident. And if they don't become confident, then the fear will always be there in their mind. Anything new they will start, they will be very scared. They will think that they will fail. So that's why experience is very much needed. To give them experience, I should let them learn by themselves. Rather, I should encourage them to make mistakes. That if you make mistakes, I will not scold you. If you make mistakes 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, I will not still scold you. And if after making so many mistakes, if they cannot complete their tasks, then I will help them to learn. But I know that in this contemporary world, if we don't do our things by ourselves, then I think we will always stay behind. We cannot learn many more things which are important for us. So I will play the role of being an advisor, and I'll also let them learn by themselves. Question number 3: whom do you like the most, comedians, politicians, or philosophers? Look, comedians, politicians, philosophers, they have their own role for a society. Comedians, they make us laugh. They help us to be free from anxiety, and they mm, they are someone who also raise social issues through their comedy. So comedians play a very big role nowadays, especially nowadays when people are very much depressed. People are not social animal anymore. So that's why comedians can play a very big role to make us happy, to make us laugh. Politicians, politicians play a very big role. Without politicians, a country cannot be run. A good politicians can take good decisions, and that good decisions can change a country, can change the future of the country. So politicians should be very educated. Politicians should understand the people's priority. Politicians should take good initiative, and they are they have power. If somebody has power, somebody can change everything. So we don't have power. Only politicians can access to the power. So they also play a very good role. They can bring new educational system. They can build infrastructure. They can make new policy. So that's why they also play a good role for a society, for a country. Philosophers, it is also very important. Nowadays, people, they are they don't know who they are. What's their real purpose on this earth? Why they are born? What's their actual religion? People don't know. We are simply fighting. We even don't know our real purpose. So if we study philosophy, we can learn more about ourselves, who we are, and we can learn about what is happiness, what is actually God, and what's your duty to this earth, how can you make your life beautiful, and many more things. So philosophy or philosophers can also play a very good role in changing your mindset or in making you a good person, that you will see the world in a different perspective. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Subham, I listen your speech. You have great content in your speech, and you mentioned no about the free peace, and you want to take off all those things. In I can say you will want citizens to work by themselves to earn money, and even some of the politicians are thinking that because of freebies, we the people are becoming more and more dependent on government. Okay, it is a good opinion and option to take freebies. And you mentioned about children are immature. You mentioned that word. mm, yes, I know that they innocence, and even we all think about children are god's gift, and even the god's behavior is like children, and your all points are very valid, and all justified you answer about the politician can change everything. If you want to become politician, you can change everything. And I can say about your you can observe your tenses while you are speaking, and I can give this advice to you. As a grammatically, somewhere else you can just justify yourself. You can observe yourself where you are lacking and where you can concentrate. Through that, you can increase your flow and pace. You can deliver your speech the better way with grammar. Okay, Shubham.
Yes, yes, of course. Thank you so much for your feedback.
Thank you for participating. Next participant, Anu, are you available here?
Yes, I am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Anu.
Okay.
Good
Good
evening.
afternoon. Okay,
Good afternoon.
evening.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm good. How about
Okay.
you?
Yeah, I'm doing good as well. Thank you for asking.
Yes, you can start answering.
So, do I have to answer like the three of them or only one?
No, three of them. Try to answer three
Okay.
of them. Um,
Okay.
you can take time
Do
or shortly. You can conclude as you wish. But
okay.
you cannot exceed up to 6 minutes, 5 minutes like that. You can
Okay,
fill
like
up your
2 minutes
speech.
each, right?
Yes, yes. Like that you can
Okay. Okay.
mention.
Okay. Okay. Can I start now? Okay. So, good afternoon, everyone. I am Anu, and today I'll be answering on the three top like questions that Akash has mentioned in his session. So the first is, if you got the opportunity to become a chief minister for one day, which one important file would you sign first and why? So it will be an overall thing, but chief minister, obviously, I'll account for my own state. So I would firstly handle all the corruption filled files, the files which are being accused of corruption, and try to eradicate as much as possible, because then only all the things can be done in a proper way. Apart from this, other things can wait for a bit, because I feel like for a nation to be built, the biggest enemy is corruption. And okay, that is the first one. And the second one is, would you like to be an advisor to your children or let them learn and understand by themselves, which is better and why? Okay, this will be both ways from my side, because you can't solely be their advisor and you can't solely let them learn by themselves, because this may be hazardous for them. And if God ever gives me a chance to be a mother, then I want to imply the 777 rule, like the 3-7. So this is like I've heard somewhere. I watched it somewhere, and one of my like very known person has told me about this. So there are three sevens for this. So the first 7 years of life, like from 0 to 7 years of old age, you protect them. You protect them from everything. You kind of be their provider, protector, and kind of let them do whatever you say. Like you try to control them a bit, like in whatever way they are going. And after this, the next, which is from 8 to 14 of years of age, like 8 to 14, that is the another 7 years. So during that time, you try to give them education. You teach them how the way of life is, what actually is, or how they have to see the real world, how they have to face it, everything. So you teach them, you give them a direction in which they have to go. Next is the 15 to 21. That is the teenage, right? So this 7 years, you be their friend. You try to take part in their decisions. Let them make the decisions. You help them. You be their friend. Communicate. Have a talks with them. Discuss about all the things, financial, educational, and all sorts of things, personal, anything. Be their friend. Be like a friend. So in that way, the three of the phases after that, they will be independent. They will know what is right for them, what is wrong for them. In this way, they can go in their own life and excel in it, because you literally have given them everything. You shaped them in the first phase, then you provided educational and teaching qualities in them, like you give them direction, and after that you made them independent in making their own choices by giving them flexibility in their own mindset. Okay, this is what is I have to do in this situation. So you build their mindset in that way. So this will be the answer for the second one. Okay, next one is, whom do you like the most, comedians, politicians, or philosophers? Uh, I wouldn't say like I like any one person to be to be my favorite from this three things, because each one of them play a very important role. Comedians, I would say they're essential for a stressful, stress-free life, because it's fun having go to listen to them or the things. Even I would say like nowadays comedians are more sensible than the media, because they are raising up topics which the media fears to raise up through comedy, because like that they won't get any kind of how do I say, it's just fun, but also very sensitive topics are being raised by the comedians. And next is politicians. Obviously, without politics, this nation can't survive. They play a very important role in it. And but there is only one thing that I hate about politicians is their corruption. They just have to feed themselves and their family members and forget about the rest of the world, what they're going through. That's a very bad thing. And I think we lack in such sensible politicians to make our nation a success. So the next is philosophers. Obviously, we need philosophers in our life. Can anyone make sure am I audible or not?
Yes, yes, you are audible. Only 1 second.
You are audible, but
Divya.
your voice is somehow stopping at the time.
No, 1 second it happened. Now you are in a flow. Please continue.
So you were able to listen to my answers.
Yeah,
Only
yeah,
one
yeah, yeah,
second.
definitely.
Okay, 1 second it happened. Only 1 second. You open and you
Okay, okay,
confirm that.
great.
Okay, only one.
Okay. So let me continue with the last part. So next is the philosophers. Their words, their reformers. Okay. So most of the revolutions which have been brought in our society are through the philosophers only. Their mind, their works is the thing that has brought reformation to our society. And I feel like philosophers are one of the major reasons for a successful nation to get built up. And we need such people. But somehow they also kind of get attached to the corrupted governments and all, and they might change their views about certain things. But anyhow, if they just all these comedians, politicians, and philosophers, if they stick to their own goals and do their duties in a proper way, which they are supposed to do, and it will be better for the country and the whole world. Thank you for your patient listening. I hope I didn't take much time.
If you completed in
Can
meantime,
I put my perspective?
no, 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 not like that. It is a session. Please give your name through website. After that, I will call according to the list. It is a process in this session. Please follow it. Okay, please mute yourself, Tiwari. Yes, Anu. Uh, I listen your whole speech. You have such a content, great content, and you justified the whole questions with your answers in a great way. And I can mention that I really like your 777 concept. I where you listen. Okay, okay, where from where you heard like from your friend, it is really. I also will implement this kind of 7-7. It is really, these rules are really valid because we should protect. And after that, you mentioned no, educate them and treat like a friend and give them more and more quality life about the life.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I can say that some mistakes I will tell only. I about the grammar and all those things. I think at the time corruption files, you tell corrupted files, it may be correct word for that. Corrupt, already corrupted, no, in certain way
Yeah.
in this. And I can say about you value to the comedians, no, in a greater level. And you mentioned they have sensible, like whatever the sensible points the media carried, and they will make it as a funny way. And they will show with their I can say humor, larger mass of the people can understand. I can say more larger content it was, but they can answer in a single. I can say in a sentence format. They can able to understand the larger mass. They have the capacity. And you mention about these people, and you respect all of them. And I can say you are well structured speech, and try to participate in like this kind of sessions and give us more information what you had. Um, Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Acha, Akash, would you like to rate my answers out of 10?
Yes, yes, yes. About grammar, I can't rate. I can rate your answers. They are 9. Why I can't give 10? Because I don't know. I am not expert. No, that's the reason.
That's very generous of you, actually. 9 is a very good score.
I'm not
Thank you.
expert in such a content. Why can because of that reason? If I give 10 means someone will ask me if you have content. Because of that reason, I am scoring 9. Great.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello.
Is Sura Phil? Are you there
Uh,
here?
yes, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. What about you?
I'm doing quite good, bro. I can't complain. I thought there's a discussion or grooming session going.
Grooming session is going on. You can observe the questions which are available in the chart,
Okay,
and
so
you can please proceed with that.
okay, so can I participate now?
It is your turn.
Okay,
Take a
bro.
opportunity and recollect.
I'm not that good speaker, when it comes to articulating my thoughts and speak, you know. Okay, for the first question, if you got the opportunity to become a chief minister, I would sign, mm, I would sign a peace file, where or a peace and harmony signature. I'll put my signature on that because in my country, there are armed groups and there's government. So between them, there is brutal and devastating war, civil war going on. So if I were in the position of our government, I would sign that mm, peace deal, you know, uh, to put our armed weapons down and raise the peace flag, the white flag. Mm, so the first thing is I do is that because there are many, there are dozens of people, desperate people, displaced from their living village or from their because of this civil war. So okay, that's my point on the first question. Should I continue on the second question?
Yes. After one after another question, please jump on after answering. Please proceed. Stage is yours.
Okay, bro. Thank you. Okay. I would definitely be an advisor to my children because there's the things I wish I were advised by my families when I was a kid. So those things are affecting my daily life now. So those things might be personal, but advising your children is the best thing you do as a family or as a family. So I will give them advice whenever they need, and also when they don't need one. If I feel I need to advise my children on some things in their life, I would definitely do that. Because when we were kids, uh, we might know things like we might note things that harm us or things that that kill our future. So kids or children should be then definitely advised by their families or loved ones. Okay, so for the third question, whom do you like the most? Politicians or philosophers? I don't like politicians because they have blood on their hand. That's obvious. On the other side, there might be good leaders, but I don't like politicians at all. I don't like politica at all. About philosophers, I'm not into philosophy because most of the time they tend to oppose God existence or our creator existence. So I'm not into philosophy, or I don't like philosophers. So my answer would be comedians. Like, at least these guys boost our dopamine, by making us laugh. So in my opinion, we should like comedians because one may feel down during this day, and if they watch like stand-up comedy or comedy movie, I think their day would be made. So that was my points on these three questions. Thank you for listening, and I'm looking forward to receive your feedback because I'm not good at speaking. I'm just here to improve my proficiency. So your feedback will be most welcomed.
This
Thank you.
Surafel, I
Yes,
heard
bro.
your speech entirely, and you have points. I can say that your tone of voice, you're decreasing and increasing most of the times. Because of that reason, participant cannot understand what you are completely saying.
Okay.
Because if I decrease and increase my voice, you can't understand no, what I'm saying exactly.
Uh,
Okay, you can fix it for that. And I can say you mentioned about the political thing like peace, harmony, and these kind of things. You know exactly what you want to deliver, but you want to build up your description. Whatever your words speaking, you can describe it more about. Okay.
um,
And you mentioning about children, and you are going about your past incidents, and you are remembering at the present moment, but you don't want to reveal that it is your own opinion. And I can say that in this process you are telling that you will give the best life, whatever they want you will work harder to bring that. These
uh,
kind of descriptions, somewhere else, because of your tone of voice decrease and increase, we can't hear. That was a problem. Have a great confidence in yourself beforehand, and you can maintain the same tone. That is important for you. Okay. And you
uh,
mentioned about you commented on the philosophers, sorry, commented on politicians and comedians. Okay, it is great, it is your points. As a description you can work on. For that, what you want to do, participate like this session more, and normal discussion at the time. If anyone ask any question, any topic they given, you can describe your own views regarding that. You can having great content always. If you participate some of the speech, you can get a greater content in yourself. Okay, you can build your
yeah,
content through that.
yeah, bro. Thank you. Those are the problems I'm facing right now, especially things you mentioned about description. That's the problem I'm facing on this journey to improve my proficiency. Mm.
Okay.
And
For
about the
that,
voice.
what you want to do for that, beforehand, while beginning any of the speech, you can try to whatever you want to describe, you can reimagine in yourself
Uh,
entirely what this content. This is a subject. I want to reimagine entirely what I want to talk beforehand, and you can analyze your content. Okay, this is a good thing. I want to start with that. Or you can write on the paper, one after another, which point you want to bring exactly.
Okay.
Okay, not hold the point. Like harmony and peace. You want to remember. Okay, these words you can write in the paper, and you can deliver this wholly through this peace and harmony, and
Mm,
how it is related, and how it will bring.
mm,
Okay, like that you can describe more and more. Through that way, you will get through the process, not by the way one day process, not by the way. Okay.
mm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That was constructive feedback. And for the other thing you mentioned, which was decreasing and increasing my voice tone, I was unaware of that. Uh, I wasn't doing that intentionally. So I'll try to adjust my voice tone and rhythm as well. Um, so that's all. Yeah, thank you for your feedback. Well,
Yes, yes. Thank you for participating. Um, Last participant, Naisa, are you available here? Are you there?
Hi, I'm very Akash.
Yes. Good evening, Naisa. How are you?
Good evening, Akash. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. How about you?
I'm also good. Thanks for asking that question. Okay, you
Okay.
can go with that questions one by one. Try to answer whole all of the questions. Okay, please proceed.
Okay. 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 So, the first question is: if you got the opportunity to become a chief minister for one day, which one important file would you sign first and why? Honestly, I have never thought deeply about what I would do if I ever got the chance to be a chief minister. So I won't pretend I'm walking around with a manifesto. But if I look at today's reality, the way things work, the way people struggle, the way small problems turn into lifelong battles, so one issue stands out so sharply that it almost chooses itself. And if I became chief minister for just one day, I think I would sign the file that attacks the everyday corruption people face in essential services. This isn't the dramatic corruption we read about in newspapers. This is the slow, suffocating routine that steals people's time and dignity. For example, like one simple certificate that should be issued in 2 minutes gets delayed for weeks because the officer handling it keeps misplacing the file until he receives a little something extra. And it sounds small from the outside, but in real life, that delay can cost someone an admission, a job opportunity, or an entire future plan. And what makes it even worse is that this situation is not rare. It quietly happens in countless offices, to countless people every single day. So yes, I would sign the file that um, I would sign the file that brings strict digital tracking, harsh penalties for intentional delays, and transparent timelines that even a minister can't bypass. So if I get only one day, I want my signature to clear the path for people who don't have power, who don't have money, who don't have connections, just dreams and patience. And honestly, that's enough reason for me. So that's it. Next question is what? Sorry. Would you like to be an advisor to your children or let them learn and understand by themselves, which is better and why? Okay. So if I think about this honestly. I don't want to be the kind of parent who treats their advice like a rule book. Um, basically, advice only works when it feels like guidance, not pressure. And the truth is, every generation has its own world, its own challenges, its own pace. And what worked perfectly for me, um, it may not work at all for them. So instead of standing above them as an instructor, I would rather stand beside them as someone they can come to without fear. But at the same time, I don't believe in the idea of letting children learn everything on their own. Just because um, life is a good teacher. Sorry. Just because life is a good teacher. But life does teach, yes, but it also hurts. And if I already know a curve in the road, why would I let them crash into simply to prove a point? So I think a parent's role is not to control, but to cushion, not to decide, but to guide, not to dominate, but to prepare. So I would choose a middle path. I would take everything I have learned, the wisdom, the mistakes, the emotional realities, but I would never force them to follow it blindly. I want them to have their own understanding, their own judgment, and their own confidence. So, my advice should feel like a handrail, something they can hold when they need support, not something that drags them in a specific direction. So, I think the best parenting is when a child feels safe enough to make their own choices, but supported enough to not fear failure. And I don't want to raise followers, I want to raise singers, and for that, the both guidance and freedom have to work together. So that's it. The question is, whom do you like the most? Comedians, politicians, or philosophers? Why do you like them, and how have they influenced your life? Okay. So if I had to choose, I would say philosophers. Not in the sense of sitting in a library reading dusty old books, but the kind who make you pause, who make you think and question the world around you. Like comedians make you laugh, and politicians make fake promises or try to change things, sometimes successfully, sometimes not. But philosophers, in their own quiet way, change the way you see yourself and life. And I like them because they don't just give answers, they make you ask the right questions. They make you realize that life isn't just about routines, about goals, or um, any achievements. It is about understanding why we think, why we feel, and why we choose certain paths. For example, um, I start seeing patterns in my own behavior, like why I act in certain ways under pressure, or um, why I fear failing at something that really matters. It's like they give you a mirror, but one that reflects your mind instead of your face. So their influence on my life has been subtle but deep. I have learned to pause before reacting, to question before judging, and to seek understanding before deciding. Um, and yeah, I try to remind myself of some simple philosophical truth, like that nothing is permanent, that every failure is a lesson, and that perspective can change everything. And honestly, that has made me calmer, more thoughtful, and more open to life surprises. So while comedians give joy and politicians give action, philosophers give a kind of quiet wisdom that sticks with you. And for me, that lasting influence is priceless. So yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Um, Thank you, Naisa. observe your whole speech is well structured, and your way of content is very good. I can say you mention about you have clarity. If you become chief minister for one day, what you want to do? You mentioned no some points about delaying some kind of certificate, so some kind of work paperwork, and even job. We are suffering that somewhere else allotments orders are delaying. Whoever whoever passed the exams, they are delay, some kind of delay they are getting to get this kind of allotment orders. And you mention about holy, what will happen, and this sign what, how it useful for as a society format, how it useful. And you mention about the way, I can say that about the parenting. You mentioned about preparedness. You mentioned the word preparedness. Whatever you, the wisdom you had, you will just share them. And it is not in the case like you have that knowledge. When you will share that more and more information, they can't learn by themselves. Which is needed, then only that only you will share the great idea you have, and that really help your children to better understand themselves as you are. The way you mentioned about the philosopher, the point you mentioned about the philosophers, uh, we all sit in a chair and read about them. It is not like that. They have the sense of thought and awareness. um, they will bring awareness what to do and what not to do. That point you bring, I think your whole speech is describing something. You are bringing the point and describing it and valid justification, and you are going like a flow, and you have your ending and conclusions very well. I always observe speech well structured, and there's no flawless so many times. And now also you deliver your speech without
Okay.
flaw flaws. Thank you.
And any grammatical mistakes? And
I'm
if I
not
have,
well enough to observe grammatical mistakes, but for my observation, I can say there's no grammatical mistakes with my grammar sense. I'm telling. Okay.
okay, thank you so much.
Um, I'm not good at grammar. With my grammar sense, what I know, you're perfect in it. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Mm. And I can say that you elaborate all the words. No, no one cannot point out your grammar, because your speech is full of with words which are connected with the subject what you are generating. Because you mention honesty, dignity, these words, there is no grammar sense in these words. These are flow, like we can say number of adjectives we can mention, and we can commit no into a flow. um, you have that talent. What I want to say, you will never bring the subject and verb, and this kind of structure will be there, no subject and predicated. You will go with first subject, and you will have the lot of predicators. Not a predicator, you have content follow with the number of words with certain full stop you will end. No one cannot identify your grammar because of it. You understand?
Yeah, yeah, I
uh,
understand.
Subject, verb, and object, this kind of format only people can understand grammar. But you have number of words to describe something. That's the reason.
Okay, okay.
Mm, good. And if you really want to improve, you can read English newspapers, like I can mention New York Times. If you had any English paper, you can read. and you can, if you want to improve more grammar, you can read these papers. You can get a great English level. Not Hindu paper, I'm not mentioning Hindu paper. You can read that English papers, like American English papers. You will get more and more grammar sense while you are delivering speech. Okay. Okay. Okay, it's time to end the session. Thank you everyone being a part in the session. I appreciate all of you and your great time and presence in this session. Thank you.